or woman, read.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Read that from the top again.
He that leadeth into captivity.
He that leadeth into captivity, did not the white man lead us into captivity?
No, Jesus.
Did
the white man lead you into captivity?
Yes.
Africans were arrested by African warlords.
No, Africans
in the 1700s.
I was going to say
there were no such thing as prison systems in Africa.
Listen.
So what happened was, no, listen to me now.
No, hold on. Openly, that's what they teach, but that's a lie. Africans sold Israelite Jews to the white man.
It was Dutch and Jewish people that bought Africans from Africans in Africa.
Yes.
So Africans had African slaves. The Dutch and the Jewish bought them.
Yes. But Africans sold Israelites, not other Africans.
Well, you mean black Israelites?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was still black on black slavery.
Yes.
Yeah.
But remember, all black people are not percent. I'm gonna show you that in the Bible.
No. But you know, Jesus is not anti-slavery. He says in the Bible, "Render unto Caesar what is Caesar."
Right.
Which means the man's law is something different than God's law.
Right.
Because at the time of Jesus, there were no prisons. So if you broke the law, if you stole, if you killed, you became a slave.
No, you had.
You weren't put in the. No, there were no.
Where was John the Baptist?
1,000 years ago.
Where was John the Baptist book?
The John the Baptist book talks about prisoners.
Wasn't John the Baptist put in the prison?
John the Baptist put in prison.
So they were prisons during the time.
Well, yeah, he was waiting to get executed.
Furthermore, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. In other words, obey the lands of the law.
Yeah, and the lands of the law was slavery was okay.
Render unto Caesar. No, listen.
Yeah.
Render unto Caesar's what is Caesar's, and unto the Lord what's the Lord.
Yeah.
You understand? So we believe in following the Lord and keeping His commandments.
Yeah.
You understand? But at the same time, we're gonna abide. We're gonna follow the laws of the land.
Yeah.
You understand?
What do you think would happen if the same? What do you think would happen if the same amount of energy that's being put into the past right here and put it into laying a new foundation? What do you think would happen?
This is orchestrated by the Most High. The Most High allowed this to happen because we broke His commandments. So, and the white man was used to put us in captivity. Yeah, the Most High is going to use us to put him in captivity. Read that.
Not only the white man, as we just discussed.
And the Africans, right? Yes, Africans, you're right.
We're not leaving. Chill, brother. I want to ask you a question, brother.
But John the Baptist was held in captivity. John the Baptist was held in captivity.
He was in a prison
because they were
Daniel's before Christ. Daniel was in a prison.
Yeah.
You understand? So
but who had the prison? It was the
whoever had the control.
Yeah, exactly.
So
if a normal person,
a normal
person got robbed by someone, right? He didn't have a prison to put that guy in. He didn't have.
You lost him. You lost him.
Well, if you look at the Spartans had slavery, right?
Yes, he did.
You know how they got this? It was people. Yeah, that's before this.
Take that one off.
The people that invaded Sparta, the people that they didn't kill, became slaves. So they became like maids.
Same thing with Rome. Rome had many slaves. So
different from different. The reason why God and Jesus weren't anti-slavery was because at the time that was the only system.
No, when Jesus walked the earth, Jesus Christ, His job was to establish the will and understanding of the Father to the Jews.
Yes, for sure.
It was always prophesied in the Old Testament that the Messiah would come.
That's why I'm talking about what's his name again? The guy, the second coming of Elijah. Who was the guy that?
John the Baptist.
No, John the Baptist was called the second coming of Elijah.
My point is,
but it's the Isaiah prophecy. That's what you're talking about. The Isaiah prophecy said that Elijah would come again.
You have the prophets. And you have the law.
Because Jesus was the only one who held the Isaiah prophecy.
You had a flight, right? Coming of the Lord.
Yeah. I have it. Thanks.
Coming of the Lord was written in the prophets.
This is interesting.
So the Jews are always looking for.
I'm a Christian, so Pentecostal.
You have a flyer, right?
Yeah, I carry my Bible and I read it.
So if you got information on the flyer, just call and go.
Let's take over there. What's your question, brother?
But only my religion is a little bit different.
Bring it over here. My point is with the image of the white Christ, it wasn't just put up because people wanted a Christ that looked like them. It was put up for dominance over people of color. wherever the white man went, he brought that white image of the white Jesus superiority as to work their minds as a superiority complex on the people they conquered. For example, when the white man
we still have different versions of Jesus, though. We have Chinese Jesus in China.
Okay, but overall, you don't even have to do deep research. Chinese are very intelligent. Early before you came, we mentioned that Hitler, Napoleon, these guys were archaeologists. They studied history.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And they knew that
Hitler had the spear of destiny, the spear that killed Jesus.
So I don't know about that, but
well, he was looking for.
So they say. Yeah,
so they say.
But for centuries, men have always been looking for what they call a holy grail.
Yeah.
And different artifacts that relate to the Bible. Raiders of the Lost Ark. What were they looking for? The Ark.
Looking for the Ark of the Covenant.
Right. But my point is.
Okay.
My point is. The image was used as to establish in the minds of people all over the world of color, not just our people, that the white man, he was God, he was Jesus. That's why when the white man came to this country, he labeled the North American Indians as what? Savages. He said they need to be Christianized savages. I mean, they need to be Christianized, taken from this mindset of savages, but in all reality, the savages were the Europeans who came to this country. So the white image, even to this day, has an effect not just on white people, but black people. We've taken that white Jesus out, put it on the ground, and people will walk around it, they'll jump over it, and they'll fight us. We had one woman, she picked up the sign and was pulling on it, me and a woman, and somebody said, just let it go. And the woman took us down the block with that white image. So there's power in that image, and the Bible speaks about it too as well. That's an actual person, Caesar Borgia. Caesar Borgia. And this man was set up by this picture was set up by the Vatican to represent the new image of Caesar. You're the Borgia family, right? I know he has. But this man was set up to represent the new image of Jesus Christ all throughout the world. And when the white man, after the Renaissance, the white man went to different countries and conquered, destroyed, and killed. But in the name of Jesus, they said they could take that land, they could take this land, they could take different lands all over the world.
It starts with Constantinople, who dreamt of the cross. The cross was not the symbol of Christ at the time. And he saw under the cross in Latin. Yeah, he said, in this sign we conquer.
Right.
So he decided to turn the image of Jesus to look like himself so he can claim to be the
Let's go and talk about science. I have no need to stand here in the rain. But I appreciate.
Well, let me ask you a question about science.
We can get into particles, the God particle. We can get into.
Now, as so-called black people, you mentioned love. You mentioned love. You understand? The key is love.
Yeah, man.
But
telling you, we're not going to get
Romans 13 and 10.
I'm telling you.
Let me ask you a question. Love is understanding of the Most High, right?
Love is energy. Energy is what?
Never
dies. Scientifically, energy never dies.
Exactly.
So you transfer positive energy.
Right.
What's supposed to happen through the laws of the universe?
But the Most High.
Not the laws of
who created the universe?
Listen. Not the laws of the words that are already interpreted over thousands of years.
Aren't words energy?
But we're talking about physical laws. Like if I knock over this bottle,
that's energy.
Science.
That's energy.
It's gonna
but let me ask you a question. Aren't words
are energy?
He's thinking the way I'm thinking.
Yes.
Aren't words energy?
Yes.
Words energy, right?
Depending on how they're interpreted.
If we have understanding of words, all understanding, I'm about to go there. So a lying word, it's an energy, but is it a good word? A statement. A lie is a bad statement, right?
It's bad.
Right. So if I tell someone to rob you, that's bad energy, right? Read what the Lord said there.
This is Romans 13, verse 10.
Right.
Love worketh no ill towards his neighbor.
The Lord said love, like you mentioned love, worketh no ill, meaning wickedness, like that cigarette he's giving you ill, just nobly. You pay for the cancer stick. You understand? But the Lord said, and you're going to destroy yourself. Hold on, let me read this before you smoke. Read it again for him.
Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
White man is going to push that. Right. The Lord said, love worketh no ill to his neighbor. So a neighbor is a brother when you read the Bible. You are a brother. The white man, he's of another nation, but we are brothers. The Lord said, love thy neighbor.
I'm not your brother?
You're of another nation.
I consider him a brother, man.
Okay, but you're my brother. Okay,
you see how?
Okay, but now who's a
gaps?
huh?
This bridges gaps, just like that.
If you believe in God,
we all believe in the same God and the same Jesus. Are we not brothers? Are we not brothers in the same God?
I question your understanding of that. I have a question within that.
But if I'm ignorant, does that make me less of a brother?
I'm trying to answer you.
Yeah, all right.
You said we all believe in the same God.
Yeah.
And I heard you earlier talking about all black people are not the same. For example, the Egyptians had the Jews in captivity.
Yeah.
So those are two dark-skinned nations.
I can't rock with this. Smoke.
Okay. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry.
Okay. You had.
That was not my intent.
You had one nation oppressing another.
Yeah.
Both of them were dark.
Yeah.
Were they brothers?
There was. What about Moses? Moses was a slave, but then became a pharaoh.
What was Moses' true identity or nationality?
True identity was he was a Hebrew.
He was a Hebrew, so he was not of the people.
But before he knew that, he treated the Hebrews.
Before he knew that. So if I was
the metaphor there, I think, is that you're supposed to treat people that are lesser.
If I was kidnapped as an infant by Chinese, and they took me to China, and all my life I was raised up to believe I was Chinese. Am I really Chinese?
You could be.
Come on,
look, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Seriously. Hear me out. Now, all those other Chinese people were not growing up with this, with the cognitive bias or anything.
They weren't black Chinese.
That's the point.
Yeah.
If I was kidnapped and I was taught I was Chinese, and then my family, my parents later on,
the kids will think you're Chinese, but guess what?
No, the kids don't